Doing okay. Try to get myself in, make sure we're all good. Homer. Homer. Ah, da, da. Right. Hello. Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How is it going? How is it going? Interesting things going on here. I am going to be going. Hello. I am going to be going. Breaking my. Hello. What's up? What's up, everybody? How are we doing? Going through topic 4. So for all you wonderful seventh grade people, we're talking topic 4 out of this here. Okay, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Good to see everybody here. Everybody here. It's good to have a nice little core group of people, you know, going with this, especially given everything that has happened and gone through is from yesterday and everything. It's good to see a good core group here staying with it, which is very good to see. Very good to see. Um, Again, 4-1. Now I tried kind of splitting the screen with sixth grade, and I don't think it really worked too well, just because of too much writing in this instance. But I do want to kind of get started. Sound okay? Cool. Yeah, keep up the chat. Keep talking in the chat there, so I can see how things are going. Nice blustery day outside, right? Northeast Ohio with 40 degrees and 40 degrees and gray skies. Yesterday was a very nice day. I mean, we got out, we got outside for a walk yesterday. Went down to our park, and I mean, we played a little tennis out down there. Just trying different things. Until everything opens back up. I mean, try to do some different things. Tennis was always a good, interesting workout. So again, hope things are going good. Hope everything's going good. See, tired, Katana. Good. Yes, yes, yes. Tired, definitely tired. Um, so we're April the 21st. And I just taking that nice little roller coaster ride through the year 2020 here. You know, it's all right, Hunter. That's why we do these live streams like this so that it's not there live. At least that kind of come back and take a look at that later to go through it. Often things happen, obviously. Our even our you know doing good. I mean, yeah, I'm doing okay, Nathaniel. It's what it is. And I know yesterday I had unfortunate news. A guy I went to college with, he just all of a sudden just passed away. And it's just like crazy. I mean, just absolutely crazy. And so I'm sitting there and I'm going through social media, Facebook, and all this kind of stuff, and I see all these things about like a friend of mine. It's just like, I haven't talked to him in a while, so it's kind of like it's not like he was a really close friend, but it's just someone who you hang out with, and it's like a guy who literally was just posting on last Friday, all of a sudden just passed away, which is absolutely just crazy, just crazy, absolutely shocked, more shocked than anything else. But yeah, it's weird. It's very weird. No, it was not from COVID, not from anything of that sort. I don't know. I think he had some underlying conditions, and I think that something happened. Unfortunately, that's things happen in life. I mean, that's things kind of go. But on that nice positive positive note, I hope you all are doing good. Still try to make the best of what we got here with what we're doing. Just want to kind of go through some of this with that topic 4, and just kind of get through. If you guys have questions, yeah, for these days, snow and rain. I hear you, Norel. I mean, like, one day it's 55 degrees and blue skies, and then the next day it's, cloudy and, 20-mile-an-hour winds and 30 degrees and snow and all this stuff. What's up, Tristan? How you doing? It's like, it's just crazy. Again, I think there was some kind of a meme out there where we talked about Ohio, Northeast Ohio has, first winter and, like second winter, third winter, 2 weeks of summer, Indian summer, this and this and this, you know, it kind of agrees. I appreciate that, Nick. Yeah, like I said, I hadn't talked to him for a long time, but still, it's kind of weird. It's like weird. Someone be like, you remember when we were in college and hung out all the time. We had a group of friends that we were all together. We watched football, watched Ohio State. We did all this kind of stuff there, and then it was like, it was just weird, very weird, very, 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 very. But needless to say, yeah, this one of your packets. What's up? What's up? If it's not in your packet, it is what I posted online. If it's not in one of the packets there, I didn't specifically make the packets. Obviously, 15 minutes away from the school, so I didn't make the trek out to do that. I know they were working on those when they were passing those out. If it's not there, what's up, Marcellus? How you doing, man? How you doing? If it's not in with those, again, I linked mine online. So all else fails, we can just kind of follow along. Or sometimes, like what I do is I sit there and I downloaded the PDF and I downloaded the PDF and then I can just mark it up with, I can mark it up with my little thing that I have here. So but that's what's going on. That's what we're doing. We're talking about, dealing with algebraic expressions and all this kind of good stuff. And it's like, we kind of sit there and we go, okay, we have to actually, you know, you know, write the expression. But here's what I want to do. Here's what I'm going to do. So if you look at this and you look at number one, and you see it says, hey, well, Hattie makes and sells knit scarves. Next week she'll pay a $25 fee for the use of a booth at a craft fair. She will charge $12 for each. I'll kind of highlight this here. So for each scarf she sells at the fair. So it says write an expression to determine Hattie's profit for selling S scarves after paying the fee for the use of the booth. And you kind of, yeah, I mean, well, yeah, kind of like network with homework. I mean, kind of. I mean, that's the way to kind of say it. I mean, if you guys need to help with that. I mean, it's to kind of keep things going a little bit. Again, you know, you guys are here, which is good. I see we have 10 people in here, which is great. That's very, 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 know, very beneficial. Very, you know, makes me feel a little bit better for doing this at 8:30 in the morning. So, but so here's the thing. We're gonna write this expression. Okay. So what is her profit? Well, if she is charging $12 for each scarf, so start with the first part. We start with she's charging $12 for each scarf. So if she's charging $12 for each scarf, and that's S as our variable, so what would happen? What would happen if she sold 40 scarves? Well, you can sit there at first and say, well, 12, and that's an S, 12S is going to give us an expression there for how much she is going to make, when she sells however many scarves here. But the little kicker that they tell you here, it says, well, write an expression to determine her profit. So her profit for selling these scarves after paying the fee for the use of the booth. And that's where you have to go back into this nice little paragraph of information here to just totally, in my opinion, confuse everybody. She'll pay a $25 fee. So if she is selling things at $12 a piece, her profit is going to be that $12 a piece and then taking away that 25 profit. This would be topic 4. So topic 4, Hunter, topic 4, which is down here with 244. 244. Okay. Again, 12s minus 25. And yeah, so times, 12 times s minus 25. Because you can sit there with that expression and say, well, if it's $12 per scarf, well, what if she sells 10 scarves? She sells 10 scarves, well, 12 times 10 is 120. And then that fee of 25 will take her profit down to about $95. Okay. Okay. Page, 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 page. Yes, yes. 4-1, 244, 244. I know we're on a delay here. Yeah, remember I'm on a delay with this, so I see that I see this, and I'm talking. You don't see what I'm seeing until about 20 seconds later. So number two. So two, like the cost to buy p pounds of potatoes. The cost to buy p pounds of potatoes at 32 cents per pound and n pounds of onions at 48 cents per pound can be determined by using the expression, and it tells you right there, 32p plus 40 plus 0.48n. It says how much will it cost to buy 4.5 pounds of potatoes and 2.5 pounds of onions? So I'm not going to go fully into this, but start with this expression. If have if you have 0.32p plus 0.48n, you're going to take your pounds, so for the potatoes, and the pounds for the onions, and you're substituting those in here. You're substituting them in for the variables. If you were to substitute these things in for the variables, you're substituting them in for the variables and then adding them up, you're going to end up finding that your total cost is going to be $2.64. And the total cost is going to be $2.64. Again, don't want to go through all that. I don't want to waste too much of your time on that, but it's just basically substituting those in. It's substituting, the poundages into these variables here. And again, I know it's with word problems, it's always kind of, wonky with things there. You have to just break it down. You have to break it down. That's pretty much what it comes down to. But here we go. So let's look down. So let's simplify this. So if you look now down to 4-2 and 4, 4-2, 4-3 here. And probably people look at this and they go, oh my gosh, fractions. Oh no, oh no, oh no, fractions. Good grief. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Number one, if you have 5/8 m and they have 3/8 m, combine your like terms. If I have 5/8 and I subtract 3/8, what am I going to get? 5 minus 3 is 2/8 is going to be 2/8, which 2/8 can get reduced. What factor can be divided into both 2 and 8? That's the number 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4 on this. So when you take 5/8 m minus 3/8 m, fully reduced, it's 1/4 m. And then that final part is you're pretty much just taking what's negative 15 plus positive 9, and you'll find out that that is going to be negative 6 on that. Negative 6. So if you have 1/4 m plus negative 6 in there, that would be your answer. Now, could we make it 1/4 m minus 6? Yeah, of course. Of course. But again, don't make combining fractions there such a horrible thing. Remember, when it comes to subtracting and adding fractions, if you have a common denominator, all you got to do is just do what's 5, do what's there in the numerator. Okay. Let's move down to 3 here. Move down to 3. Move down to 3. Move down to 3. There we go. So again, simplifying the expression, just combine your like terms. If I have a negative 2d and I'm adding more negative to it. Negative 2d plus negative 4d is going to be negative 6d. What's negative 6d plus that positive 3d? I have negative 6 and I add 3, it's getting closer to 0, so it's going to be negative 3, which makes your simplified expression negative 6 plus negative 3d. Okay? Plus negative 3d. Goodness, there we go. Expand this. I won't spend a whole lot of time on this, but just remember expanding the expression, distributive property. 3.5 times negative 3n. Bring down your sign. 3.5 times 4. When you do that, you'll be able to get your answer. Again, it's just it's using your distributive property for that. And with number 2, before distributing negative 3/5 over all of this, why don't you take negative 8 and subtract 3 or add negative 3 to that and simplify what's inside this parentheses first before doing anything else. That will help you to get the answer. And yes, there are fractions in this, which is always fun. It's always fun. And I say that with sarcasm. Okay. Again, that's all that is about 4-4. It's just you simplify. Nothing too ridiculous with this other than doing the actual math of it. But the process of just expanding the expression, just remember it's you're multiplying, then bringing down the sign, and then going to that last part there too. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. And I think we started doing this yesterday. We'll kind of just reiterate and go through it here a little bit more, just a little bit more here. When we talk about factor now, factor is, I always like to say factor is the reverse of the distributive property. It's the reverse of that distributive property. So it's like you have to sit there and find, well, what is the greatest common factor for 63 and 42? 63 and 42. And that's, again, you're sitting there going, all right, well, start listing factors. And I will tell you, start easy with this. One way to factor this is you can say number 7. The number 7 can be divided into 63 and 42 evenly. If you factor out a 7, you're creating 7 groups, and that's where you say 7 times what is going to give you 63a. And when you do that, 7 times 9a, that is an a, 7 times 9a will give you 63a. You keep that sign. 7 times what is going to give you 42b, and that's going to be 6b. And that's one way of saying the factor. Obviously, as you see, you can still factor something more out because both the numbers 9 and 6 can be factored in that. So if you were to sit there and say, well, wait a second, I could still factor this out. I can still factor a 3 out of both the 9a and the 6b. If I factored out another 3, that means now it's 21 times 3a minus 2b because it's 7 times 3 out there. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Which, so if you look at number three, it says, which show a way to factor the expression 32t minus 48, and you can select all that apply. Well, the way of looking at this is saying, all right, well, if I take 2 and I use my distributive property here, will I get this as my answer? And if you were to do the math and you said, well, 2 times 16t will give me 32t, then 2 times 24 will be 48. Does 32t minus 48 equal 32t minus 48? Yes. And you look at the bottom here, well, 4 times 12t. Well, 4 times 12t is 48t. Okay, stop right there. That doesn't work. Okay, that does not work in that instance. Look at number 3. You distributive property. 6 times 26t. If I take 6 times 26, it's going to be some ridiculously high number. You know right from doing that that is not going to work in this question. That's not going to work in this question. So move down. 8 times 4t is 2t. Down that sign. 8 times 6 is 8. Does that equal? Yes. Yes, it does. And then down at the bottom there's 16 times 2t. 16 times that 2t is 32t. And down that you have that same sign. 16 times 3 will be 48. And those are your 3 choices. Those are your 3 choices. Right there. Okay. And we did this yesterday, 4-6 and 4-7. I just want to. I'll end here with number 2. So it says the area of a garden plot can be represented by the expression 84z minus 54. The garden will be divided, and here's the key word, into 6 sections for planting 6 different vegetables. That number 6 should be able to help you out to the biggest ability in this question. Because what it's trying to tell you here, I'm creating 6 even groups, as it's telling you. What it's telling you is you're creating 6 even groups of area here. So you have that expression of 84z minus 54. Factor out a 6. Well, 6 times what is 84z? Or you can just take 84 divided by 6. When you take 84 divided by 6, it's going to give you the number of 14. So 6 times 14z. And then you go 6 times what will give us 54, or what's 54 divided by 6? And 54 divided by 6 is the number 9. So when it says write an expression that represents the area of each section, and this is the part of this where you have to kind of use the focus here, it's 6 even groups of this area of 14z minus 9. If you remember, if you don't remember, that's okay too, but just to kind of reiterate, if you remember me sitting here on the board and I was drawing out I think it was like a blueberry patch, and then drawing out like an apple orchard and saying, well, the width of this is x and this is x plus 2, and you were using like what we call the area model for being able to find, be able to use the distributive property. That's what this is. Just to kind of use that sort of correlation. Again, the expression that represents the area of each section is just the 14z minus 9. 6 sections of 14z minus 9. Hope it makes sense. Just kind of like a review to go through things there. That's topic 4 in kind of a nutshell. I hope everybody's doing well, like we talked about earlier. if you have any questions with anything, obviously reach out. Uh, Classroom, email, all that kind of good stuff. That is where I will say goodbye to you guys there. Again, hope things are going well. Take care, stay safe. I'll talk to you guys soon.